All right, here we go. So, last week we talked about how when the number in front is 1, when I do my multiply step, it's just going to be this number. My add number is always the middle. So now I just need to find out what multiplies to negative 30 and adds to negative 7. So I look at the list for 30, and I see the two numbers on there, negative 10, positive 3. And then the other thing we talked about last week, I go to write my answers, and I don't need to worry about the divide by 1 step because it doesn't change anything. So on these special cases, when this lead number is 1, the last number is my multiply number, the middle number is my add. Once I find the numbers, that's the answer. It's a lot faster, a lot quicker. Do it again. Multiplies to negative 66, add to positive 5. So when it multiplies to negative 66, I know one of the two numbers is negative. I look down the list. I've got negative 6 and positive 11. All right, so there's my answers. X minus 6, x plus 11. What multiplies to 32 and adds to negative 12? Any ideas? Negative 4, negative 8. And there's the answer. Let's talk about signs real quick. So if it multiplies to a positive and adds to a positive, those are the easiest types of problems there are, because I know it's going to be plus, plus. If it multiplies to a positive and adds to a negative, well, multiplies to a positive and adds to a negative, then I know they got to be minus minus. Has to be, because two negatives multiply to a positive, and they're going to add up to a negative. If it multiplies to a negative, then I know I have one of each. But more specifically, if it adds to a negative, then I know the big number has to be the negative number. And if it multiplies to a negative and adds to a positive, same deal. I know it's one of each, and if it adds to a positive, I know that is the big number. So let's talk about how this can help you as you're working through by learning this information. You should have this written down. These are the 4 possible setups. So let's just pick a problem here. I'll make one up. There. So right now, it multiplies to a positive and adds to a negative. So it multiplies to a positive and adds to a negative. So I know it has to be 2 negatives in my parentheses. So when I look at the list for 12, I know it has to be 2 negatives. So now I'm not guessing about the negative signs. I know right away, because it's this situation, it has to be 2 negatives. So then I can see right here, oh, that's how I make negative 7, and I have the answer. Make sure you have this written down. As a matter of fact, make sure you have it written down on the back of your factor sheet to help you keep that stuff straight. All right, boys and girls, get to work.